Shalom. I want to begin first and foremost giving all praises to the Heavenly Father Yahweh and His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jehovah and Jesus. I want to give all praises in the ancient Hebrew tongue while facing the east. Call halal la Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash Barak the Yahweh Barak the Yahweh Shai the water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Yasharala, Greatmillstone. Shalom to the 144,000. Shalom to the elect. My name is Maka'ala, and today I just want to talk about some brief Matthew and Revelation updates. So here we got Germany deploys permanent troops beyond its borders for the first time since World War II. The historic unit dispatched to the city of Lithuania, Vilnius, was inaugurated Thursday by German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, who said during a military ceremony in the city that the security of our Baltic allies is also our security. The groundbreaking German military decision is perhaps the most significant in the steady stream of moves by European nations to bolster defenses on NATO's eastern flank amid persistent security threats from Russia and President Donald Trump's insistence that Europe does more both to defend itself and pay for that defense. All right, it says here, it's going to comprise a heavy combat unit of some 4,800 soldiers, hundreds of civilian staff, and 2,000 vehicles, including tanks. It will be headquartered in Rudninkai near Vilnius and is expected to be fully operational by the end of 2027. So Tiemann, all right, the Tiemanites, the Germans, they are getting ready to to do war. Right, they're getting ready to pop off. We've seen this with when these countries before they make before they start fighting, they always start putting their soldiers in place. Always, man. Right, and then they might say, oh no, it's just a military drill, it's an exercise. Nah, it's just, maybe it is, all right. They're gonna kill two birds with one stone, but really, they're putting them in place, man. All right, getting them ready. And here you got Russia could be ready to strike NATO in 2 years, new report says. Russia could be ready to attack a NATO country within 2 years if the United States brokers a ceasefire deal in the next few months, according to a new assessment from a leading think tank. All right, so it says here Moscow could pose a significant military challenge to NATO allies, particularly the Baltic states, as early as 2027. The London-based International Institute for Strategic Studies said in a report released on Wednesday evening. All right. So it said 2027 there. It said 2027. All right, 2027 here as well. All right. So something will pop off in 2027. All right, Lord will, Lord will, always Lord will, Yahweh Bashim Ashai comes sooner. But, if we do make it, if we do got like three, 4, maybe 5 years left, then I could definitely see shit popping off in 2027. Maybe even next year. Hey, shit, even this year. Shit, you got India and Pakistan. All right, Matthew 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. All right, these are the beginning of sorrows. All right, shit is getting ugly on a geopolitical scale. Things are getting real ugly, man. All right, you got Trump right here driving a wedge between the whore, aka Babylon, and Revelation, aka America, and the beast, right, which is the European Union. And they're doing this because they're they're trying to make sure that they could stand on their own without America's help. All right, so we got here Trump's nuclear order and how to profit. All you need to know about the coming nuclear energy transition. All right, so I ain't gonna read all that, but just basically the gist of it is that Trump wants to increase nuclear plants, the amount of nuclear plants in America. All right, with a total nuclear fleet of 440 reactors today set to expand to 500 by 2030, while well over 400 additional reactors are planned and proposed in the coming few decades, according to the World Nuclear Association. And Lord willing, we don't have no few decades left. All right, Lord willing, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai comes back soon, because we're trying to get the fuck out of here, man. We ain't trying to be in this bitch a minute longer, a second longer. But I was just thinking, even if they do expand, because they got 440 reactors in America, all right? And they do expand. Let's say they expand by about 500 by 2029, 2030. All right. That's going to be fuel for the fire, man. All right. When those nuclear missiles go out. All right. I asked this AI if a U.S. nuclear plant running at full power was hit by a nuclear missile by Russia or another U.S. adversary, how much worse would the destruction be? All right. And I'm just go to the summary. A nuclear missile strike on a U.S. nuclear power plant at full power would cause not only the devastation from the nuclear blast itself, but also a catastrophic release of radioactive materials, leading to severe environmental contamination, long-term exclusion zones, and massive human casualties. The destruction would be far worse than a conventional attack due to the combined effects of the nuclear explosion and the dispersal of highly radioactive substances from the reactor and spent fuel pools. So I said it'll be like Chernobyl on steroids, and they said yeah. All right, it'll be like Chernobyl on steroids. All right, and if you remember Chernobyl, all right, it's a nuclear power plant in Ukraine that in the 80s had a meltdown. All right, and that entire area became deserted, all right, inhospitable to human life. All right, but animals still roam around there. All right, so when those missiles go out, okay, all right, this war and all that. Look, this war is ready to pop out. The world war. Right, the climax of this war is going to be nuclear destruction. All right, mainly America's complete destruction, right? Which is going to be the lake of fire, because America, from a bird's eye view, is going to look like a lake on fire from all the nuclear missiles that are gonna hit it. All right, and suppose there are a couple of pockets of areas that are not immediately on fire. All right, that nuclear radiation is going to do short work He's going to make short work of any survivors. Really, there ain't going to be any survivors in America's nuclear destruction except the elect, all right, who are going to be delivered from that destruction by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai through the chariots, all right, and the angels. So if the Lord is not with you, all right, when that time comes, you are asked out. I'm going to leave it there. I hope the video was edifying. Shalom.